All right, here with us now, Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx, who is urging Congress to pass a multi-year transportation funding bill. The $11 billion 8-month highway bill approved last year is set to expire in May.
How bad is the situation right now?
What
happens if it expires and they don't have a long-term plan?
Well, eventually what will happen is states and local governments will stop projects across the country because the money's just not there.
How bad is the infrastructure crisis in America right now?
It's really bad. The American Society of Civil Engineers estimates that we have a $1 trillion infrastructure deficit between now and 2020. Congress has passed 32 short-term measures in the last 6 years, and that means the state and local government.
So what does that mean for people commuting? We always complain about infrastructure, how things are crumbling, but what are the dangers of not coming up with a long-term plan to rebuild America's infrastructure? This is a Republican idea, by the way. I mean, Ike was one who started the interstate system.
Yeah, the problem is that projects aren't getting done. And so whether it's maintaining bridges and roadways or whether it's building new capacity to reduce congestion, I think most American people are starting to see longer travel times.
And that's why, Mika, the latest NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, the fourth item listed, right below jobs, ISIS, and I forget what the third one is. The fourth was rebuild America's infrastructure. When you start seeing that up there, it has become, we're at a tipping point now, and Americans are sick and tired of crumbling roads, crumbling bridges,
Is it going to take a bridge collapse, a massive one, or something like that? Because, I mean, aren't we at a crisis point right now?
We are at a crisis point, and we've had bridge collapses. Remember
I know
the
we've
bridge
had
in Minnesota?
Several, yes.
You know, I think Congress just has to take this on. And I'm encouraged by some of the bipartisan signals we're hearing from Washington that this is one of the things people feel like they can agree on. But the proof is in the pudding. Congress has got to do something.
Do we need a gas tax?
Why don't we do it that way?
We believe that you can do it through business tax reform. We've put a proposal out there that would substantially increase money and infrastructure doing that, bringing untaxed corporate earnings from overseas.
Yeah.
But we've also said we'll listen to what Congress coalesces behind.
All right, what are you going to do?
Raise a lot more money.
It says lawmakers want FAA action on drones.
Oh, this is important.
Yeah,
there's no law right now. These drones are just out there, and there's more and more of them, and nobody knows what to do with them or how to control them or what the rules to put around them are.
We are working with the FAA and the OMB on a rule on small UAS drones, and we think that rule will move forward.
You need to hurry, because my dad has one.
Well, look, and that's the exact drone, Mika, behind you.
He has that one.
That's the exact drone
that I have.
I
promise.
Is that right? Okay, fantastic.
All right, so
can we find your dad, though? Can we go get him?
We all read Tom Clancy novels, and we all see the nightmare of the plane crashing into the State of the Union address, and there's always one dude that's sitting in another undisclosed location, and he takes over America if there's a catastrophic event in the State of the Union. That was you this year.
Yes.
Where do they hide you?
Oh, I can't say.
Come on, where do they hide you? Make it interesting.
What's it like?
Is it at a Hardee's or something, or what? Where do they put you?
No, they have an undisclosed location. They feed you a nice meal, but that's about all I can say about it.
You were watching ESPN instead of the State of the Union address down there, weren't you?
I watched the address. I watched
Why?
Are you sure?
All
right. Gotta do it, you know?
Mr. Secretary, thank you for being with us.
Thanks,
Joe.
Greatly appreciate you.
We've got to get back to Charlotte, one of our favorite cities.
Oh, we love Charlotte.
The mayor. All right, coming up here on Morning Joe, the witch hunt against the New England Patriots.
It is a witch hunt.
Well, I don't know. Did they cheat? Has the NFL now turning to Columbia University physicists for answers? Yeah. We'll be right back.